Kappabashi Street, is it a kitchenware haven full to the brim of crafted treasures or a tourist trap? The anthropologist, craft researcher, and lifelong shopper, me, had to investigate. Before visiting Kappabashi, I had so many preconceptions, which, if I'm being super honest, were based off TikTok. However, arriving to the street on my little quest, I realised the question I was actually asking was one of authenticity. If we were asking, should we want these objects? Should we buy these objects? Is it worth dropping a couple of hundred? You are actually asking, will this purchase allow continued access to the authentic experience potentially on offer? This shopping district is today unequivocally profiting from sales to a tourist consumer audience. Whilst many of the shops clearly retain a professional audience making wholesale purchases, many others make their products accessible to tourists through multi-language signage and staff, tax-back initiatives, and providing information on the uses and history of niche Japanese culinary tools. The experience of visiting Kappabashi Street itself is inextricably tied with meaning making surrounding the objects available for consumption. And what I mean by that is tradition and professionalism are continually performed by those selling their wares. It is in many of the most popular, undeniably tourist-orientated spots that tradition and professionalism must remain imbued in the shopping experience and hopefully, therefore, the purchased item. Staff members wearing traditional garments such as the samurai, always having knives sharpened on the whetstones conveniently placed in highly visible locations, or even signposting knives that can be used for highly specific butchery, such as the infamous preparing of pufferfish. To be honest, some of it did feel a bit performative. The contrarian within me did put off visiting Kappabashi for a long time, especially seeing the continuing fawning on Japan Talk of plastic sushi keychains and the wax models of food. I didn't believe that this was a space that exceptionally made, beautiful Japanese kitchenware could be found. However, I do think the wider relationship Japanese people have to craft, the passion for showcasing locally and nationally made products, the fact that there is still a strong infrastructure supporting the production of crafted objects, is definitely present in Kappabashi. There were some really beautiful and interesting objects I saw produced within and across the country. And yes, aspects of the traditional and the professional may be highlighted very strongly. However, I think this signalling is actually widening the tourist appreciation of the biographical journey of the particular objects available to be consumed.